His unending love so deep, in His promises we live.
Hello?
Hello?
I don't care,
Yes.
but I don't want to be
Are you online?
Yes, we are online.
Okay, I wanted to know, you're still talking about the Muslims being white or black?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, is it true that Muhammad was really black, but he made a hadith saying, whoever calls Muhammad a black man, he should be killed,
Yes,
and
well,
Muhammad was a white
the
man?
hadith is true, but Muhammad never was black. There's tons of
No,
hadith about Muhammad being white. How Muhammad became black? Was he an African?
no. I mean, like red skinned, like because it's hot
No,
country.
no,
So,
my friend, no. If you live in a hot country, does not make you black. Does not make you black because you go like even if you go now in North Africa, even North Africa, which is Arab, controlled by what they call Arab, they are not black.
we are the Arab. In the Quran, it's mentioned Arab.
The Arab is the Bedouin. They are not those are not the Bedouin are the Arab.
The Bedouin are the Arab. So was Muhammad
No,
Arab?
the Bedouin is the Arab. But Muhammad is Arab. There's Arab and there's Arab. Arab is the one who live in houses. They used to be Bedouin, and now they have houses. They have a town. Muhammad he live in Qur'an.
Civilized. The Arabs are civilized, and Arab are
They
Bedouin.
are not really civilized, but they are let us say less savage than than the other Arab.
Okay, because I'm trying to understand why would God create racial division? But isn't it true in the Bible? It says God cursed Ham's son.
No, that's not true. That's not true. It's the father who cursed them, but he did not curse them to be black. He said they will be servants. So he is speaking about the prophecy of what will happen to them.
And wasn't it true that the black people were servants?
Well, the black people, they were masters too. Who said the black people they are cursed and became servant? That's not true, because simply it's not true. No,
Okay.
it's talking about this man and his children's. But if you go, you will find as an example in the Bible, the Jews themselves, they were servants and slaves of the African Egyptian, correct?
True.
Okay,
Yeah.
so slavery was an exchange. There's white slave, there's black slaves. African themselves they enslave each other.
So what color was Jesus?
We don't
No,
care.
no.
This is the last question I will ask myself. Who cares? Jesus is my Lord, regardless if he is black or white, or he is from India, or he is from Pakistan. Who
You have
cares?
no physical description?
No, we know that he is born from the Jews, so he will look the same as the Jews, as simple as that. But the Jews,
Palestinian.
the Jews are not Palestinian. There's nothing called Palestinian. Palestinian are not exist. Palestinians, it's a territory. Wherever who live there, they call them Palestinian. They are not an ethnic. All right.
Is Nazareth a real place? Because it said Nazareth's not a real place at the time of the Bible.
So what? Say what?
It says Nazareth wasn't a real place. It's not a true place. It was just made up. There's no place called Nazareth.
No, that's not.
go to
No. That's this is not true. This like let me tell you something. If I say to you, 100 years ago, you are a gay, are you going to be insulted?
Homo?
But it's not homo. The word gay mean happy.
Okay, yes.
So people because they have a wrong understanding of history, so they try to assume that okay, we have a city. It's called Aden, which means Eden. Okay, but Eden is built 1,000 years ago. So how the Bible speak about the Garden of Eden? That city is named after the story, not before the story, which means we build a city and we call it Eden. Like in America, there's a city is called Baghdad. But is it Baghdad?
Little China.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when somebody will try to make an assumption, you have to go back to history and check it out, and you will find that you are wrong.
So are you telling me your God is not physical? Like
no, my God is physical, my friend. What does this have to do with this?
No, because earlier you asked me who is God. Remember, I had to go to my brother.
My God, he came to us in a physical form, but he is not physical. God
He's not.
became a man. God became a man, not man became a God. We don't believe in such a thing. We believe that God came to us as a man, but he is not a man. So the God of Islam is a God who is a physical shape. This is his
Did the
origin.
Father become the Son? Did the Father become the
My
Son?
friend, God the Father, he present
Yeah.
himself in three persons, as a man,
Uh-huh.
as a spirit, and the same time when he is in heaven, we call him the Father. It's one God, not
Yes.
the three God. So if God cannot present himself to us in a person he wish or he like, then he cannot be God, for he is Almighty. We call him Almighty for what reason? What is the
So okay,
what is the word Almighty mean?
Almighty, he can do anything.
Okay,
All power.
can Allah be a man?
If it suits His Majesty, he could do whatever he wills.
But the Muslim don't
If
agree. The Muslim they say no,
you don't,
and the Quran confirmed that, because
but isn't it in the Bible that God walked amongst Adam and Eve and he was talking to them in the garden? How can he walk if he wasn't a man?
my friend, it's possible maybe he come to them as a man too, the same as he came to Abraham.
Yeah.
God, he came to Abraham as a man. So what the problem? Isn't it the Bible
But
says
there's
too?
no problem with this
Let me help you.
Bible.
Let me help you. Isn't it God said in the Old Testament that God created Adam in his image, and in his
In his
image he
image,
created
yes.
him? Okay. So for us, we have no problem that God can come to us as a man, but
Yeah.
he is not a
What is
man.
the Muslim's problem? What is the Muslim's problem?
The problem is the Muslim, they deny that God can be a man, but yet everything in the Quran and in the Hadith lead us that Allah is a physical being.
Exactly. So they're going against their teachings
They
because
are
they don't understand.
they are
So
not they
if
are,
I
no,
accept,
they are being hypocrite, not going against their
yeah,
teaching. They are being hypocrite.
okay,
They
they're being hypocrite. They're not being honest to themselves because I could be honest to myself and say God is physical, Allah is physical.
no,
So
the
what's the
Muslims,
problem?
no, the Muslims, they say Allah is physical. They cannot deny that. The scholars, they cannot deny that. The one who
But
deny
they say that.
usually is the
ليس
potatoes.
كمثله شيء.
Yeah, listen. This is had nothing to do with my topic. Nothing like me. This is even talking from the this statement. Nothing like him is talking from the Bible. The Bible says nothing is like God. But this is not the question. When you see someone, he claimed to be a person who want to debate Christians, like Muhammad Hijab. David Wood, he asked Muhammad Hijab, do Allah has parts? Muhammad Hijab, he said, you said the scholar, they say Allah has part. What scholar? Making fun of him. All right. Here you will see that you will notice right away. You will notice right away that the Muslim is being a deceiver and being a liar, because
I
now
don't understand why they do this.
why he do that? Because
Yeah.
because they are not debating. The point is about how I make a point against you. It's not about how
But I want to learn. I am honest. If something you prove to me wrong, I can accept it. I can move on. But if it doesn't make sense, I could also move
my
on.
friend,
Like, at least,
friend, no problem.
yeah.
But this is not the point. The point is,
Mm.
average Muslims, let us say ignorant Muslims, stupid Muslims, they prefer to listen to someone like Muhammad Hijab, making mockery of the one who debating with him seriously, making
Yeah.
fun of his religion, and says, who is the one who said to you Allah has part? Which means he's making fun of his prophet. And instead of
And all the
hearing,
scholars.
yes, because when you make fun of somebody believe that Allah has part, it means you are making fun of Muhammad.
Well, Muhammad believed that Allah sat on the throne, so he had to,
This is don't go there first. Do Allah have hands? Yes. Do Allah have feet? Yes. Do
yeah.
Allah have face? Yes. Do Allah have a shin? Yes. Do Allah have fingers? Yes. So
Yeah.
when somebody asks a Muslim, he claimed to be a person who wanna debate me and he is going to refute me, and then he made fun of those who claim that Allah has parts. It means he is making fun of his prophet.
Yeah.
So
He's ignorant.
So no, he's not ignorant. No, he's not ignorant. He's a certified donkey, and he got certification from the Muslim. They like him. He thought. Let me explain. Hold on. When Muhammad Hijab made fun of David Wood, for David Wood say to him that Allah has parts, he did not make fun of David Wood. He made fun of his God and his prophet.
And the prophet, yeah.
And the Muslim, they clap for him, hey, like wow, with the comedian, hey, you know. But the donkeys, go and search in 2 seconds in YouTube. You will find tons of scholars, including the one you call him scholar Zakir, the idiot. They're teaching you, yes, Allah have a face, yes, Allah have hands, yes, Allah have feet, yes, but we don't know how they look like.
They think it's not metaphorical, it's physical, yeah?
It's physical, it's nothing metaphorical. So
Not
the stupid Muslims, and sadly you are a Muslim. I don't know if I can say you are stupid or not, but I think you are not. So the stupid
it's because
Muslims,
my parents
they
fine. I
they
can't even leave.
the Muslims, they praised the idiot just because he defended Islam. Doesn't matter how, if he is insulting Muhammad and insulting Allah, because they are ignorant. They do not know. They don't know that this guy is just making poo poo. How you make fun of anyone believe that Allah has parts? If Muhammad he taught you that, if Allah himself he taught that, if you go to this
Isn't it
video
said
here,
that in the day of judgment, there's a hadith that Allah will appear as a little boy with curly hair? You know this?
there's tons of stories, you know. But I go, if you have a hey show it also, we put it in screen, you know, because the Muslim they will say it's weak anyway.
Is everything is weak. This is what I found out because I'm trying to talk to the scholars and everything, and they say, "Oh, the hadith is weak, this and that." But like you said, it's only because of the research nowadays. They're making stuff ranked da'if and sahih and all this. But before it wasn't changed for thousands of centuries. So why now? Because Muslims are getting smarter and asking the questions.
Well, you see, when the questions are embarrassing, the Muslim they try to make a mockery in to avoid answering the question.
So is your heaven physical? In the Bible, is heaven physical?
The heaven where Adam created in the Bible, it was physical, yes, and it was on earth. But in Islam, it was in sky, not on earth. That's why the Quran says. Actually, once I debated a sheikh, and the sheikh started making mockery of me for I'm saying that Quran teaches that the heaven of Adam and Eve was in the sky. And after we finished the debate, the Muslim he asked his followers to go and flag my videos and take it down because he got busted. Because he's a donkey. He just, you know, he just start getting messages from Muslims. How you claim to be a sheikh and you are a sheikh? He's a sheikh, and yet you do not. Huh? No, not Ruhi. No, not Ruhi. Different one. How you claim to be a sheikh, but yet you say that Allah, the heaven of Adam and Eve was in earth. That is what Christians believe. So, so the heaven of Islam is
in the
physical.
Quran, heaven is in the skies.
Yeah, the heaven in the past and the heaven in the future is going to be in the sky. Both. Yeah, that's why
Christianity, heaven is in this earth.
the heaven of Adam and Eve it was in this earth.
And of the kingdom of God,
there's going to be new creation.
Not in this earth.
No,
so
it's going to be new creation, and even us we will be new creation, which means we will be different by nature. This is why Jesus said he and she they will not get married. They asked him about when a woman she die, her husband die, who is going to have her when you go to heaven? This is the idea of the Jews.
There is no sex in your paradise.
Yes, there's no sex. So he and she they will not get married. They will be the same as angel, which means we will be with different nature.
We will become like angels with no sexual desires.
Not only that, we will have no needs because we don't need to eat, we do not need to drink, we do not need anything because we will have different nature. So Christianity speak about different level of a creation. It's a spiritual level, spiritual happiness, not about being addicted to food and sex as Muhammad he make you. Actually, Muhammad he make you a slave of sexuality in heaven. Yeah. Because you go there, what you do all day long, you know, sitting in your couches. The Quran confirmed that you are sitting in the couches and having sex with your wives. And when you want to eat, you don't even need to move. The tree will go down to you and will put a grape in your mouth.
To be honest, it doesn't sound that bad. It sounds really good.
I know. Yeah, go to Las Vegas. Yeah. Anyway, my friend, some people are trying to call, so I will try to take the call from the other people. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Can you talk about Samurai of Egypt? Hello?
Hello, Christian Prince. This is Sneakers Corner.
Hey, my friend, how are you?
Not too bad. I just wanted to share with you something. I've been reading a book by a guy called Andrew Bannister. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's
No.
written a book called The Oral Form and Naik Study of the Quran, and he's pretty much saying the same sort of things you have about the amount of stories being borrowed from different sources.
Mm.
And he put the Quran into a computer program,
Okay.
and he found that most of it is meta-formulous, which suggests that whoever came up with the Quran gave speeches orally and was written down by others, and he was able to prove that. And so basically, he argued that it was made up on the spot, and that the listeners were people who already knew the stories, and he was just making allusions to stories that everyone knew. So he argued that Muhammad was talking to a mainly Christian audience. So it's quite a different picture to the usual Muslim story.
Well, I don't think Muhammad was talking to Christian audience. I think he was talking to Nasara. It's a Christian cult. Muhammad in the beginning, he was trying. You see, it's like, you know, you want to establish yourself. You want to be something, and you know that if you don't join a bigger group, you are no one. You need somebody to adopt you. So in the beginning, Muhammad, he was trying to be a Jew, because he immigrated and he lived between the Jews, and he tried to be a Christian, and you know, he said many things in the beginning which is in total agreement with the Christianity. But then when he noticed that the Jews and the Christian, they are not going to believe in him anyway, he decided to go in war with them. This is why you see chapter 9 verse 29, Muhammad, not right away he said, I want to go and I kill the Christian, I kill the Jews. He had no choice but to wait until he is strong enough to kill them, because he noticed that he is wasting his time. They will not believe in him, so let us get rid of them.
Yeah.
You know?
There was a professor of history professor in America. I think he was of the University of Utah, and he explained the early history of Northern Arabia. And he said that the key event was the Latmids and the Ghasnids uniting. And basically, Muhammad isn't in the picture for the first decade or so, and so that it's a later fabrication. And 622 was the year that they united. So the Muslims turned 622 into the what you call not the Hajj, but the Hijra, which was just made up to. It was a backdated story made up to make Muhammad the most important person that started the Arabic state, but actually it was other people that had started it, and he argued that his job was to try and unite the different Christian sects, like the Monophysites and the Nestorians, and there's a group called the Tritheists, who believed in three gods, which was an offshoot of the Monophysites. And he reckoned that that's who Muhammad is referring to, rather than Trinitarians.
No, but this is not really accurate. Muhammad, he never tried to unite anyone. What Muhammad is trying to bring anyone who want to believe in him. Just believe in me, and it doesn't matter who you are. You are, you know, you get my protection. I will give an example. This is Sunan Ibn Dawood. Do you know Arabic?
I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry.
In Arabic, we have something that's called a Sa'alik. If you go and search what Sa'alik is the outlaw of the Arab. They are the worst of the criminals. They are the trash of the Arab. Those are people are cast out by their own family, for they are disgrace for the family and for the tribe. Which means, if I rape a woman, my family, what they do, in order to get out the burden from them, because now the other family, they will seek revenge, they will seek justice. So in order to get rid of this justice which is going to come upon me, because he is from my tribe, so what we do, we cast him out. We say, we announce that this person don't belong to us, his blood is free for you. So look what Muhammad, he said, Abshiru ya ma'shara sa'alik al-muhajirin bin nur at-tam. Muhammad is promising them to be in heaven. And look how the Muslim translate false translation. He said, Rejoice, oh you group of poor immigrant. That's false. This is not about a group. Sa'alik is not the poor. Sa'alik is they are actually rich people who they are criminals. They attack caravan and they are the bandit, the pirate, you know, the criminal, the killers, the drug dealers. But at that time, for sure, the business was different. So Muhammad, he sent them a letter saying, join me, make me your leader, and I will give you the great news of paradise. So Muhammad, he did the same with everybody. This is why in the Quran, Muhammad, he said to the Christians and to the Jews, "O who you Christian and Jews and the Sabian, whoever of you believe in Allah and the last days and etc., he have no worry, he will go to heaven." Okay, well, how the Christians and the Jews will go to heaven? And this is in his time. This is not about people before him. He promised people who live in his time, who they are Christians and Jews, to go to heaven. Chapter 2, verse number 62. Okay, how I will go to heaven? Look what he made. He said clearly that if you are a Christian or you are a Jew or even you are a Sabian who believe in worshiping stars and the suns and the moon, even that is enough for you to go to heaven, because Muhammad trying to convince anyone, just believe in me. Boom, no problem. You are Sabian, it doesn't matter. You are not.
It's all about getting power for himself.
Yeah, just, you know, this is why he was not really trying to unite. He was trying to take over using you. You believe in Jesus, here you go. I believe in Jesus. You believe Mary was virgin, I believe in Mary was virgin. What do you believe? You believe in worshiping stars? I am a Sabian like you. What? Are you a Jew? I am a Jew like you. This is why Muhammad, he was praying toward Jerusalem for most of his life.
Yeah.
If you ask the Muslims why Muhammad was praying toward Jerusalem, they have no answer.
Yeah. Von Siever's point is that the different Christian sects were constantly fighting, and in order for the Arabs to get a united state,
no.
they needed to.
You
get
see,
a compromise.
Muhammad, he met only one kind of sect of false Christians around him. Those are the Nasara. He never met other sect.
Okay.
This is why you notice Muhammad, when he speak about the Trinity, he get it wrong. First, he called them Nasara, which is a name never used for any Christian belief. We are not Nasara. If you ask any Arab, he will say to you, we are not Nasara. We are in Arabic we call himself Masihi, from the name of the Messiah. You know, Masihi.
Yeah.
Al-Masih in Arabic is the Arabic word for the Masih. So I am Masihi. We are Masihiyun or Masihiyin. So we have no name of such a name. We never encounter such a name. So where he got the Nasara? Nasara are a group of people who live in Mecca, and Waraq ibn Nawfal was one of the Nasara, and Khadija was Nasara, which is a Christian cult like Jehovah's Witnesses today. It's a cult coming out of Christianity, they say.
Yeah. Okay.
So Muhammad never met any other groups except this, and this is why if you go to the Quran, you see the stupid Muhammad. He is trying to say to those Nasara that don't worship the Trinity, worship supposedly one God. But what he said don't worship the God and Mary and Jesus.
Yeah.
But the Christian don't believe that Mary, she is part of the Trinity. So Muhammad, he got the wrong Trinity. Now here we ask ourselves, the Muslim, they will say to you, oh, at that time there was a Christian cult who believe in that. Okay, so why Muhammad, he says all the Christians believe in that? Why Muhammad did not quote for us the name of the Christians who believe in different Trinity? If they are little minority, how come Allah spoke about the minority, he forgot the majority? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's stupid to say that
actually
the Christians,
the other thing which is a bit odd is that he spends, I think, is it 50 or 60% of the Quran talking about non-believers and only 10% talking about Allah. You know, so it seems totally out of sync.
Say again, what you say?
Sorry. I heard it from somewhere, I don't know where I heard it, but that's basically, I think it was 50 or 60% of the Quran is focused on non-believers. whereas only 10% is focused on Allah.
Well, there's nothing in the Quran about Allah. I mean, who is Allah? If I search the whole Quran about Allah, I will find nothing. There's not even 1% about Allah in the Quran. If you see from the beginning, it says it is He who created the world. Okay, who is He? It's He. Okay, nice to meet you. Okay, so there is no information about this God, and Muhammad himself never spoke to his God, never met his God, and yet he's speaking about a God he do not know. When we ask Muslims, okay, how Muhammad who become to be a Muslim, why he became a Muslim? Let's say they say to us Abraham was a Muslim. Okay, no problem. So Muhammad came 600 years after Jesus, and suddenly from the middle of nowhere he recognized Abraham, and he recognized the God of Abraham as they claim, which is supposedly Allah, which is wrong. But how this happened? The Quran confirmed that Muhammad was a pagan man. Muhammad, he have no faith, he have no belief. So how Muhammad suddenly became chosen to be a prophet? Because you see, in order to be a prophet, there is a preparation. I mean, God, he chose the best of mankind, and he just choose a man for no reason. It must be a reason. Okay, what is the reason to make Muhammad a prophet between all the mankind at that time? Muhammad, he have no qualification whatsoever. He says stupid things. He is a criminal. He is a thief. He is a child molester. He is a cheater. This is all in Muslim books and stories. So what is the qualification for Muhammad to be a prophet? Secondly, Muhammad, who speak about his God too much, he received his revelation from a man. He claimed, or actually Waraqa told him that this is an angel Jibreel, not him. And Muhammad, he have an examination for the inspiration. I don't know if you know about this story. I mentioned it before. About his wife. She asked him to sit in the top of her legs. You remember?
Yeah. One of the things I heard about Waraka is that he's Nestorian, and the Nestorians are from the Lakhmid area, the capital city being Hira. And Muhammad's cave is referred to as the cave of Hira. Is there any connection, or do you think is that just later?
We cannot really confirm what Waraka was for sure. It can be, but what we know for sure that Waraka is the founder of Islam in the Arabian Peninsula.
Yeah,
for sure. Even the hadith says when Waraka he died, Muhammad he tried to commit suicide many times, and confirm that Quran or revelation stopped coming to Muhammad. Why?
Very suspicious.
Because Waraka died. Then Muhammad he have to go and find a solution, and obviously later he found the book which Waraka was writing, which is the Quran. This is why you will find that in the Quran there is verses which is very silly and very stupid, and there's verses they have a strong language, which means cannot be the same author. Like like now, I don't know if you have my books. So imagine you take a page from Shakespeare and you put it in my book. Right away you will notice that this cannot be Christian Prince who wrote this page.
Yeah,
correct. This is exactly what happened in the Quran. The Quran have some places where have a very good Arabic, and some places where have a very horrible, stupid. I mean, to the point it is really funny and stupid.
Yeah, and it's been changed over the years as well. I'm sure.
No, regardless, I don't want to talk about changing. Let us say it was not a change. Who care? I mean, actually, for me, I prefer if I don't say change and I hit Islam with what they have. You see, I don't waste my time about the Quran being changed or not, because who care? The corrupt book, you cannot corrupt a corrupt book.
Yeah.
You cannot corrupt it twice. That Muhammad is corrupt, so his book is corrupt anyway. The Muslim believe in this book, here we go. Let us read and love. Like now, if I say the Muslims, all the Muslims are watching me. Why the Sabian will go to heaven? I challenge you. Why the Sabian will go to heaven? Who is why they are going to be going to heaven? Why the Christians will go to heaven? Why the Jews will go to heaven? The Muslim, they try to false fiction interpretations. They say, oh, he is talking about previous Christians, false. Look with me. It says, and those who follow the Jewish scriptures, who follow, not followed.
Yeah. CP, just one last question before I go is what book of yours would you recommend I read to get a good grounding?
Well, they are like my books is kind of like they complete each other. So you can start with Deception of Allah, and then you have to go through the Quran and Science, because Quran and Science actually have a lot more information from the Deception of Allah. But I think people, they like the name of the first one more. But
In His mercy, we are made whole. Christ set you free. New beginnings now we see. Living waters overflow our soul. With every breath we glorify His name. He lifts the broken, heals the lame. The cross has conquered fear and shame. We stand forgiven, free from blame. No higher love, no greater King. In Christ alone, new life begins. Christ set you free. Chains are broken, hearts redeemed. In His mercy, we are made whole. Christ set you free. New beginnings now we see. Living water overflow our soul. No more sorrow, no more shame. We are covered